What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today in this vlog I will be visiting Matsumoto Castle. Okay, so behind me, right over there, is the Matsumoto Castle. Now this castle is incredibly old. It dates back to the 1600s and has a big history, as it was around when Japan was in basically the warring states kind of era, because before Japan was united, there was kind of like a bunch of warlords in different kind of states, which basically fought all the time. And this was part of a specific clan. I forgot which one it's called. But yeah, it has a lot of legends and folklore in it, and yeah, it's very, very cool. So we finally got into the castle, and look at this, a samurai kit, authentic as well. That is very, very cool. And this arm is legit. So yeah. And this is a cool view of the grounds in front of the castle. One of the main folk stories of the castle is a samurai duel in the moonlight. During the early Edo period, a lord's two sons, born of different mothers, competed for inheritance. One night, after a moon-viewing feast in the Tsukimi Yagura, a fight broke out between them. Steel clashing under the moonlight, and the younger brother was killed on the bridge outside the keep. His mother, accused of instigating it, threw herself over the moat. Since then, on full moons, some claim to hear clashing swords and a woman crying by the water's edge. So here is one of the main halls, and over here is a passageway basically, and this is very wide, much wider than hallways at home. But the reason for this is so samurais in full armor could just run down into the hallway during battles to like man guns and everything. So these are like small pockets which they'd put those stones onto the enemies trying to climb the castle walls, which is pretty cool. On the second floor of Matsumoto Castle, where weapons and gunpowder were once stored, a rumoured explosion during training injured several guards, and some say it was quietly covered up. Visitors have reported strange popping sounds and even the smell of burnt wood. Another rumour is that tourists claim to feel watched, as if unseen samurai still stand behind the firing holes, guarding the castle in silence. Inside Matsumoto Castle, there's a section that acts as a mini gun museum, showcasing real matchlock firearms called Tanegashima, used by samurai during Japan's feudal era. These guns were introduced in the 1500s by Portuguese traders and quickly became a major part of castle warfare. Matsumoto's collection includes rare rifles, ammo, and even armour, giving visitors a look at how battles were fought when gunpowder changed everything. I don't know if this uniform is fake or legit, but this represents a gunner's uniform, which looks a bit like a samurai's uniform. During the Edo period, gunners, called teppo tai, were trained soldiers who used matchlock guns known as tanegashima. Their job was to defend castles, fire in groups during battles, and guard important areas like towers and gates. Even in peacetime, they stayed active as watchmen, military police, or performed drills to show off the law's power. Though swords were still respected, firearms had become a serious part of samurai warfare. The third floor of Matsumoto Castle is the most unsettling. It was built to be completely hidden from the outside, making it feel like a space that isn't supposed to exist. Inside, guards and visitors have reported hearing soft, ghostly footsteps circling the room, like someone pacing in silence, just out of sight. In one corner, a cold spot lingers year-round, even in the middle of summer. This is also where people claim to see the woman in the black kimono, a spirit said to be mourning her lost lover. This room was also notorious for being used to carry out private executions, and there, beneath the floorboards, a bloodstain that refuses to fade, no matter how many times it's been cleaned or replaced. The fourth floor of Matsumoto Castle was an important space for both defense and strategy. It featured narrow windows and firing holes where archers and gunners could spot and attack enemies safely. But it wasn't just for fighting. The castle lord and his advisors used this floor to plan battles and coordinate attacks, making it a key command center during war. Its tight, strategic design reflects the castle's focus on control and military power. The fifth floor of Matsumoto Castle was the Lord's command post and lookout point. From here, commanders watched for enemies across the plains and planned battle strategies. Legend says that the Lord's spirit still watches silently, and during storms, strange lights flicker on the walls, believed to be restless souls of samurai who died defending the castle. Though less haunted than the lower floors, the fifth floor holds a powerful and eerie presence. The sixth floor is the highest level of Matsumoto Castle and served as the castle's main lookout tower. From this vantage point, guards could spot approaching enemies from miles away, giving early warning to prepare defences. This floor was crucial for communication. Signals like smoke or flags were sent from here to other parts of the castle or nearby allies. Though it might seem simple, the sixth floor played a key role in the castle's security. Legend says that on quiet, clear nights, you can sometimes hear faint whispers riding the wind. Stories of samurai bravery and battles long past. Some visitors have reported feeling sudden chills near the windows, even on warm days, as if spirits of ancient warriors still watch over the guards from this height. While it lacks the bloodied history of the lower floors, the sixth floor holds a quiet, watchful energy, a reminder of the castle's vigilance and the loyalty of those who once guarded it from above. You know what I think? This house here was probably built by a Japanese guy back in the Edo period. He was so proud of it. And 300 years later, it was turned into a public toilet. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed and have a good day.